welcome to my Monster Moto 80cc mini bike video. This is the unboxing, assembly, and the preparation to get it up and running. P.S. Look around for prices because it's twice the price on Amazon. I don't like Amazon. Anyways, here we go. Ta-da! So this is what we have here. Monster Moto, that's who it's by, I guess. Probably made in China, but we'll find out, maybe not. Assembled in the USA. Okay, well that's, I guess, these days, that's sometimes the best you can ask for. So if it was assembled in the USA, yeah, we'll find out where it all came from. And so, pretty much, these are the details. All you have to do is attach the handlebars, fuel it up, and go, apparently. So it has a 80cc motor, just a motorcycle style throttle. Has a centrifugal clutch, pretty standard for these mini bikes. Rear disc brake, and you know, tires, blah blah, all that good stuff. Ooh, polypropylene fenders, so you won't dent them up. Large comfortable seat, spring-loaded foot pegs. 90-day limited warranty. Okay, dokie. Alright, so let's get this thing out of here. Oh, P.S. It weighs about 80 pounds. So I think I can handle that. I'll get it out of the truck. Let's try. Ah, no trouble. Okay, before I really get going here, so the handlebars are tie wrapped on, so I'm going to cut these off. Careful not to cut your seat or anything. There we go. Okay, on a side note, it says 0 is the cleanest and 10 the least clean. So my motorcycle, it says, is at 2.2, so I guess it's very clean. They're probably referring to emissions, by the way, but right now the bike does look clean, generally speaking. Alright, I'm going to track down the mounting hardware, and I'll be right back. Okay, this is the bag of goodies that was attached to the bike with tie wraps. We have the owner's manual. Well, this is the, we're in Canada here, they give you a French manual. It looks like a very nice manual. This is the, well, maybe it's combo. I won't jump ahead. Anyways, here's the oil. Just looks like some 10W30. It's that little front plate you can attach if you want. Little bag here, toolkit. Some little wrenches, screwdriver, Allen wrench. We can get into later what this is all for. And this looks like the attachments for the handlebars. This looks like a spark plug socket. I'd suggest if you have real tools, use real tools to put things together. I'm imagining those wrenches were probably made for these bolts and nuts here, but I'll use real stuff. Otherwise you end up wrecking them. Okay, let me get organized. Okay, I mentioned the manual. This is the manual. I thought it was normally you get manuals in Canada, they're English and French. Well, mine's totally French, so the assembly is in French. So I guess we'll see how that goes. I mean, I'm pretty good figuring stuff out, but would have been nice to have an English manual. So let's give her a go. Okay, I'm back. I kind of have things ready now. I had to move to the shade, it's so hot out. What you're gonna need, even though it's assembled in USA, oddly all the parts are in metric. So the top ends of the little, please hold the handlebars on, I'll show you in a sec. But anyways, these are all 10 mil, just like that, so it fits on nice. The nuts, these are all 13 mil, and when you put the nuts on, make sure you put them on the correct way. At the top of the nut is sort of beveled, and these go on the bottom. I'll show you in a second. But so basically the nut, put them on that way so the flat surface goes up underneath and holds on the brackets. You'll see just in a sec, but pay attention to that. These are self-locking nuts, so do them up nice and snug. Don't go crazy, and they'll stay on there. Won't be a problem. If you have someone to help you at this point, it would be helpful actually, but we'll do it. Let me reposition the camera, get the handlebars on, and that's pretty much all you have to do as far as assembly goes. Okay, let's get moving and get these handlebars on. So basically swing them over into place. Okay, so the top piece, in case you've separated them and you don't know which is which, the top piece, they have little grooves in there. That's the top. The other one, the flat bottom one, that's the bottom. So let's put the bottom one here. Just rest that there. Take the top one, put it there. And again, like I said, this would be handy if you had someone to help. Get the first bolt here lined up. There we go. Second one. There we go. And just sort of hold that all together. And remember, I said look at the nut, because the top is sort of beveled, the bottom is flat. You want the flat going in. Let's get one started here. Second one started. Okay, and let's put the other side on. And by the way, when you're doing the final tightening too, you tighten the nut on the bottom. Don't turn on the top. You want to tighten the nut on the bottom here, not on the top. Okay, and that seems pretty reasonable. There you have it. Just gonna sit up here. So yeah, I mean, this feels good. Seems good. Okay, let's get into the next steps. Okay, so here we are. This is probably one of the most important points of the assembly, or part of it, or getting it to be operational. Basically, now you don't have to do this, but I elevated the front tire there as opposed to the back. And the reason is you need to add the oil that they provided. Otherwise, your bike's not going to go very long. And from the manual, I ascertained that supposedly it should hold the full 12 ounces of oil. So we're going to give that a try. So here's where the oil goes. Make sure you don't set this down in the dirt. I found a little funnel. Hopefully that's going to work. And just for good measure, I'm going to throw some paper towel under here. The last thing I want to do is get oil all over. You know, it could happen. Let's put that down in there. And let's get our oil going here. Pour it slow. We'll get into details too, because this is a new engine. There's going to be some break-in time. And I mean, if I had an English manual, I could tell you what the recommendations are. But I can't tell you right now. I'm going to have to go look it up. But usually it's something like, well, I'm not even going to say. Some engines are like very low, like an hour. Some engines are 10 hours. So I'm going to have to find out somehow. I'll use that internet thing or something. Maybe I can get a PDF manual online. Okay, so it looked like it took the whole 12. Nothing came running out. Just let that drain in there a bit. Okay, that's looking good. So this is the oil plug slash dipstick. So I'm just going to turn this in. And then I want to move the bike to a level surface. And then we're going to check the oil level on the dipstick. Make sure that it is full, and it should be. I mean, it took the whole thing. That's what they said it should take. So, but check it anyway. Okay, I have the bike level. I went to check the oil before I did the video. I just wanted to see, okay, if it's going to look right. But anyways, I opened up the cap and the oil started running out. I guess that's because the bike is level now. And again, the manual did say the 12 ounces. So the bike is level now, but the oil starts running out when I open up the cap. I'm going to assume it just needs to maybe run and get the oil mixed up around within all the engine components. And then we'll check it again after it runs, but we don't have to worry about it being low on oil. So let's get some gas in this thing and figure out how to start it up. Okay, before you try to start it, we're going to have to put some gas in it. Let's put the gas in. Guess that was enough gas. Nice. Make a mess the first day. Oh well. See, this happens. Oh well. It'll dry. Everything's okay. Okay, we're back here. So it's all gassed up, and you know, if you don't have a manual, which basically I don't have a manual, and if you're not really familiar with this stuff, this would be extremely frustrating. So let me help you through this. Basically, from what I can tell, this is like the engine cutoff. So if it's like that, it says it's not going to run, and when it's pushed in, that apparently has a little thing, so that must mean that it will start. Now, it's full of gas. There's a fuel valve, which is just under here. It shows that if it's this way, it's off. If it's this way, it's on. It's alright, I'm going to take this camera right off of here so you can see this. Okay, so here, so off and on, and it's right here. So right now it's in the off position, so you need to take your finger and push that over to the right. Now it is on the, on the on position. And when you start small engines, there's a choke, which you'll have to turn on, and I hope you can see this. See, I have something on my lens here, hang on. So here is the choke, and it's on, there's a start position and a run position. So we want to put it onto start. And remember, on these bikes, it does not have a manual transmission. It's centrifugal. So what I'm going to do when I pull start this thing, I am going to have that handbrake on here, apply the handbrake, and then we'll pull to start. And then once it gets running, and it seems like it's going to keep running, and this might be, it depends on temperatures, like how cold or hot out it is, but once it gets running, here you have to gonna come back under here and then push it over to run. Otherwise it's gonna, it will probably quit. Normal engines do if it keeps on the full choke, so you have to move that back over to run once it gets going. So it's on choke now. So let me get set up here, and I have not started the bike, so we're gonna find out how well this starts first time. Okay, so here we go. Gonna apply the brake, and we'll give it a try. Turn the choke off. Okay, so the idle is good. I'm just going to let it warm up for a bit. The engine didn't rev up or anything, so it was safe to take the brake off. And let's just let it warm up. Alright, just got back from a spin. All seems to be working fine. I'm so happy that you came and watched the video. I'm going to be making more videos about this bike. All to do with maintenance, all the finer points and details. There's going to be a lot of good stuff, a lot of good information, and I'm going to take it one day at a time, so please subscribe. Click on that bell for notifications so that you know when I post up new videos. They might not be about the mini bike, but I do a whole bunch of how-to videos. So please come back again. And we're going to do everything here. The next video I'm going to do will be the oil change on this bike. Something that's very important, especially if it's a new motorcycle or a new mini bike. You have to change the oil after a certain amount of time so that you don't damage the engine. That will be my next video. Please like and subscribe. Come back for more.